I welcome you all. In this video, we will learn about diversity of microbial world, Carl Wood's domain concept. Main purpose of this science genre is to simplify some important concepts from biological sciences for learners. In the earlier video, we studied about the Whittaker system of classification. Evolutionary relationship or phenotypic characteristics in which three levels of cellular organization are thought to have evolved along different lines of nutritional strategies such as photosynthesis, absorption, and ingestion. This is called as the Whittaker's five kingdom classification. From the last few decades, a great progress has been observed in these three areas. They are about the ultrastructure of cells of microorganisms with the help of the electron microscopy, determination of biochemical and physiological characteristics of variety of microorganisms, sequence comparison of DNA, RNA and proteins from a large number of organisms. Based on the knowledge accumulated in these areas, it was concluded that from prokaryotic microorganisms, monerons, two groups are formed. They are bacteria and archaea. Similarly, protists appear diverse and they can be divided into three or more groups. So, bacteriologists finally concluded that Whittaker five kingdom classification was so simple and the concept of domain system was created. Carl Woese and his colleagues performed molecular level genetic analysis of 16 years prokaryotic or 18 years eukaryotic ribosomal RNA. Ribosomal RNA is considered to act as a good genetic indicator of evolution of one organism from the other because ribosomal RNA are functionally constant, universally distributed, and moderately well conserved in sequence across broad phylogenetic distances. The number of different possible sequences of ribosomal RNA is so large that the similarity in two sequences indicates phylogenetic relationship. The degree of similarity in ribosomal RNA sequences between two organisms indicates their relative evolutionary relatedness. What is a domain? The three phylogenetically distinct lineages or groups of cells are called domains. They are bacteria, archaea, and eukarya. Universal phylogenetic tree. Carl Woese and his colleagues, based on the comparative sequencing of 16 years prokaryotic and 18 years eukaryotic ribosomal RNA, resulted in the universal phylogenetic tree. These studies suggested that there are three distinct groups of cells or lineages diverged from a common ancestor. They are bacteria, archaea, and eukarya. So here each one is called as a domain. These three phylogenetically distinct lineages or groups of cells are called as domains. This is called domain bacteria, domain archaea, and domain eukarya. So what is the basic difference between domain bacteria, domain archaea, and domain eukarya? The domain bacteria consists of prokaryotic cells possessing primarily diacylglycerol diester lipids in their membranes and bacterial ribosomal RNA. The domain archaea consists of prokaryotic cells having isoprenoid glycerol diether in their membranes. They consist of archaeal ribosomal RNA. The domain eukarya consists of a glycerol fatty acid acyl diester membrane lipids and eukaryotic ribosomal RNA. Domains are given the rank above the kingdom or phyla. Domain bacteria. The major lineages include Proteobacteria, gram-positive bacteria, cyanobacteria, Planctomyces spirochetes, green sulfur bacteria, green non-sulfur bacteria, Deinococcus, Aquifex, and Thermotoga. This is the phylogenetic tree of domain bacteria. The major lineages in the phylogenetic tree of domain bacteria are proteobacteria, gram-positive bacteria, cyanobacteria, planktomyces, green sulfur bacteria, spirochetes, green sulfur non-sulfur bacteria, Thermatoga equifex, Deinococcus. So regarding the proteobacteria, it is the largest group which includes chemoorganotropic, several phototropic and chemolithotropic bacteria. Soil and water inhabiting and parasitic bacteria are the members of this group. The next one is gram-positive bacteria. It contains endospore forming bacillus and clostridium and related spore forming prokaryotes such as antibiotic producing streptomyces. It also includes streptococcus and lactobacillus and also mycoplasmas. All are included in this gram-positive bacteria. The third one is cyanobacteria. It contains oxygenic phototropes, that means oxygen producing and phylogenetically related gram-negative bacteria. They provide the way for the evolution of the aerobic prokaryotes, which was followed by the evolution of the plants and animals. So these are the first oxygen producing bacteria. The next one is planktomyces. It contains the bacterial cells with distinct stalk to attach to the solid support. The next one is spirochetes. These are called helical bacteria. Green sulfur bacteria and green non-sulfur bacteria both are phototropic and grow as autotrophs. Deinococcus. It contains bacteria with the unusual cell walls and are innate resistance to high levels of radiation. Deinococcus radiodurans. It is a major species of this group and hence the name is Deinococcus. Equifex and Thermatoga. These are phylogenetically different from one another, but they grow at high temperature. This is the common feature for these two. Though they are phylogenetically different, the common feature what we observe is they will grow at high temperature. This is regarding the domain bacteria. Domain Archaea divided into three major phyla: Crenarchaeota, Euryarchaeota and Corarchaeota. In this figure we are going to discuss about the phylogenetic tree of domain Archaea. Domain Archaea represents the prokaryotic cells that are having isoprenoid glycerol diether or diglycerol tetraether lipids in their membranes and archaeal ribosomal RNA. Archaeal ribosomal RNA. Domain Archaea consists of three large phyla. They are 1. Crenarchaeota, Crenarchaeota. Second one, Euryarchaeota. Third one, Corarchaeota. Now the first one, Crenarchaeota, it is a phylum consisting of representatives that live at the both extreme temperatures in the nature. It means at boiling temperature and also at freezing temperature. All these organisms are hyperthermophilic. That means they will survive at high temperatures. Pyridoctium, Thermococcus, Spirococcus, Thermoproteus, etc. They have the ability to grow at even or above the boiling points of water. Sulfolobus, Ascidians, Pyrotobus, etc. Similarly, the cold-dwelling Crenarchaeates that thrive even in the frigid conditions of water, such as those which are available at Antarctic area. This one, Sulfolobus. Phyla is Euryarchaeota. It comprises physiologically diverse groups of archaea that inhabit extreme environments of one or the other. Most of them are halophiles. That means they survive at the salt water concentration. Halobacterium, Nitronococcus, others are, and some of them are methanogens, that means methane producing. Methane bacterium, Methanothermus, Methanosarcina, Methanospirillum, etc. So here we will find halophilic, methane producing and acidophilic. All these three come under the Euryarchaeota. So here Ferroplasma, Picrophilus, thermoplasma. All these three are acidophilic bacteria, and methane producing are methanosarcina, methanospirillum, methanobacterium, methanothermus, etc. And all these three are halophilic: halobacterium, halococcus, natranococcus, halophilic methanogen, this one. And another one is there, that is called as Archaeoglobus. All these come under the Euryarchaeota. The last one is Corarchaeota. Representatives of this Corarchaeota are available from a single hot spring, that is Obsidian Pool, present in the Yellowstone National Park, USA. They are hyperthermophilic. Domain Eukarya. The major lineages include Diplomonads, Microsporidia, Trichomonads, Protozoa, slime molds, fungi, algae. Regarding the phylogenetic tree of domain Eukarya, domain Eukarya consists of eukaryotic organisms that possess primarily glycerol, fatty acyl diester membrane lipids, and eukaryotic ribosomal RNA. The phylogeny is deduced from comparative sequencing of 18S rRNA obtained from cytoplasmic ribosomes. Here we have to remember these 3 points. The first one is they possess primarily glycerol, fatty acyl membrane lipids, eukaryotic ribosomal RNA, that is 18S ribosomal RNA obtained from cytoplasmic ribosomes. This is regarding the eukarya. The lineages are Diplomonads, Giardia, Microsporidia, example Encephalitozoon, and third one is Trichomonas, which is comes under Trichomonads. So Diplomonads example is Giardia, Microsporidia example is Encephalitozoon, Trichomonads example is Trichomonas, MONAS. Similarly, Protozoa are phylogenetically diverse, appearing as flagellates, amoebae, ciliates on eukaryote. They are unicellular, cell-wall-less, colorless, and motile. Slime molds represent both protozoa and fungi phenotypically. All fungi produce spores, lack photosynthetic pigments, and are either unicellular or filamentous. The lineages of algae such as green algae, red algae, diatoms, dinoflagellates, brown algae contain chlorophyll and carry out photosynthesis. Green algae, red algae, etc. Some microorganisms such as viruses, viroids, virusoids, prions, etc. biologically their status is enigmatic and they have not shown any place in the domain system of classification. This is regarding the domain concept. Thus, with these 2 parts, part 1 and part 2, we completed the diversity of microbial world. In the part 1, we covered second kingdom, 2 kingdom classification, 3 kingdom classification, 4 kingdom classification, and 5 kingdom classification. In the part 2, we studied about the Carl Woolf's domain concept, and it is completely covered. In future videos, we will learn about some other more interesting topics. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Happy learning. Thank you.